Oh, well, see, this is what happens when you have the camera in the wrong place. You get flaring and all that sort of thing. It was just fine a minute ago, but the minute I started setting up the shot, the flaring started. That's the way the video is, or goes. Anyway, we're on a little quick hike and I wanted to do another video because that busyness time is starting up again. So let's continue. So we had a report on this channel about the new IPCC report and what is required to stay at 1.5 C above industrial levels. So many countries are taking on the challenge, putting up solar and wind power and trying to figure out some other way of making clean electricity. Here in the US, GM, the car maker, is making 20 new electric car models. Oh, but they won't be ready till 2023, and once they are ready, they'll be all going to China. You know why? Because they said the US doesn't want electric cars. Instead, they want big SUVs and pickup trucks. In fact, here in the US, the large automakers, which ones are left, are going for SUVs and pickup trucks with bigger engines, less gas mileage, less pollution control because of the deregulations. Now, I just had a FedEx drive by with one of their new vans, and that thing stunk. It was putrid. I could hardly breathe. It was so deregulated, and the fumes off that thing. Well, you guys don't know what the hell we're getting into with this deregulation stuff. But there's going to be a whole line of new vehicles, deregulated, more powerful, bigger engines, less gas mileage. The things are getting gigantic. But that's so that men here in the US can prove themselves to being a man. So while most of the world is putting on new EV mandates for car makers, here in the US they're going exactly the opposite direction. So what is the biggest contributor to CO2 or carbon emissions? Well, it's gasoline, isn't it? Gasoline is the biggest polluter, the gasoline engine, followed by the diesel engine. But it's good to see that at least most of the world is trying to do something, even though what they're doing is pretty pathetic. Even if you follow the mandates of the IPCC report, you'll find out those are so minimal that they're not realistic. To get us to 1.5, we need much harsher. A lot of people say, keep politics out of the videos. Well, I can't keep politics out of the videos, especially in the environmental movement. It's all about in politics. So here in the US, the Orange Man will suspend 30 environmental laws and rules in the US so that he can start construction of the Mexican and US border wall. He wants to start construction right away. Yeah, we're paying for it, people. The people in the US, we are going to pay to separate ourselves from Mexico with a wall. They want to start in Texas. Well, of course they would. One of the worst states in the nation. They will start putting up gates and wall infrastructure in Texas, and that's why they needed to suspend these rules right away. And these rules will affect all the environmental habitats in the Rio Grande Valley and National Wildlife Refuge. These places will be cut in half with a wall. Migration will end. It's just unbelievable what we've gotten ourselves into on the planet Earth. And if you think this is just a US problem, the US has to be involved with the new environmental push. Otherwise, this thing will just fall on its ass. And we'll immediately start putting money into fighting each other over who didn't do what and who's stealing the clean water and who's got the best food and on and on and on. That's what we face with the politics the way it is now here in the US. It seems like I forgot my hat as well. I'm amazed my head's on today. Aging, isn't it lovely? Can't wait to jump up and click my heels. So, I definitely appreciate the last comments on the Yellowstone video update. Those were really good. Sometimes the comments on this channel can get really mean and nasty, but at least we're having a discussion. You know, so many others are talking about hee hee, ha ha, and don't have a clue. So, I appreciate all the comments, the ups, the downs, the new subscribers, and until next time.